Hello and welcome back. And I had to get a little homage to the War Room because the two gentlemen with me are the reasons why we can do the things I get to do with these guys. And so I wanted to thank them, and let's give an homage to the War Room and everything going on. So today we have some really fun stuff going on. We are going to be showing off a P500 game that, by the way, has hit its marks, but we want to get, I'll be honest, we want to get the numbers up. We are going to go and do some Microverse. So this is a game designed by Sam London. We have Sam here. Sam, how are you doing today?
Good. Very happy to be here. I'm surprised you're willing to have me back.
Oh, we had fun with Firefight, so don't get me wrong. It was a blast.
Yes. Looking forward to that and all.
Yeah.
Nobody else is willing to have me back.
Oh, you're always welcome on my channel. Anytime you got something new, you're always welcome. Of course, we have Mike Berticelli with us. You're one of the developers for this, or just a helper on this game?
The developer.
Okay. You're like the Uber developer for GMT right now, from what I hear. You got a lot of hands in the irons, or how it works. Irons in the fire, fire in the irons, whatever it is. I'm a little bit off. Of course, I have my two good buddies. We have ID Jester. Jester, how's it going?
Great. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
And of course, my good friend Fluffy Ruffy as Dan Panicotta. I don't know.
Pancaldi.
Pancaldi, yeah.
That's the man. Yeah, or that or Cuddly. I don't know why he hasn't met me. He hasn't anyway. I thought this was called Microverse anyway.
Yeah, no, it's Microverse. Microverse, yes. I teach social studies, not spelling, so there's a reason.
That's fine. But no, great to be here. Great to have a go at this, and 4X space game.
And for the first time on my channel, we have Jerome, which is Submaster Chief. Jerome, welcome to the channel and welcome to the playthrough. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. I have watched you and the gang, all of you, at some times or another, either individually or with your War Room. So this is a pleasure. Thanks.
Yeah. Now I will have to. I'm gonna give Jerome some credit here. He was a great help for Mike in the Wolfpack game. So I want to give Jerome his due on that one, because that is a fun game, and Mike did a great job with that. We're still working on ours and our short campaign, and we had a little rough patrol on this last one, so we couldn't keep the destroyers off of us. So we lost one sub. Yeah, Mike, you lost your sub that one, right? Yeah.
Every time, Tony.
Every time. Yeah.
What's the me, Mike? What's the me?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over, but Sam, I'm going to ask you give me your elevator pitch, because I know people want to see this, but kind of give me your elevator pitch on this game. What's the idea? Give me kind of the synopsis, and basically tell me about the game without taking 2 hours to tell me about the game.
Yeah, don't do a Tony, in other words.
Yeah, sure. So the game was originally conceived before COVID, when I used to work in an office all the time. And I had the dream of trying to play a full space 4X experience in a lunch break. At least at a 4-player count or lower. And so the game, because that's the way I wanted to go about it, plays very quickly. It's I'm committing to 15 minutes per player as the playtime for the game. Generally speaking, your turns, once you know what you're doing, are below 5 seconds. So turns are very snappy. It goes around the table very quickly. Part of the way that I went about making that happen was attempting to distill down the essence of a 4X game as much as I could into its base components, and all of the fun flash crunch stuff on the side became the individual playable civilizations as kind of a plug and play approach to getting all that more 4X stuff into it. But that's kind of at the player's discretion. The core game is very simple, very fast, but because I was so in love with the genre, there are many playable civilizations for this game. The initial core box is going to come with 20. I currently have 80 different levels of design, and I'm trying to push to 100 or more. And so kind of all that together, I would say, is the please pre-order a pitch of the game.
Yeah, so right now we're at 677. So I'm going to assume by the time we get done with this, we'll be over 800. Let's hope for that. By 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever time we get finished, we're at 800. We'll see if that works out. So we got quite a few people in, and there are a lot of people are excited about this. So I'm looking forward to it too. Mike showed it off and to me the other day, and I said yes, we're going to do this. So real quick, just want to let you know this is still playtest art. Some of the art that's out there is on the GMT website that we have right here. So we've got some of the let's see. There we go.
All right,
some
Tony.
art.
I'm
There we go.
sharing now too, Tony.
Yep. Oh. So we've got that going on, and so just kind of remember that it is playtest art. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing mine, and I don't know about you guys, but let's just jump into the game and get going on that. How's that sound?
Yeah,
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Okay, so how do we start? What are we going to do? What if you want to go over a little bit? I'm going to hand the stage off to somebody that can do it a lot better than me.
Who's going to drive?
That's you, Sam.
Well, unfortunately, if I'm going to drive, I'm going to have to turn off my my video because
no problem.
Poor setup that you're not going to be able to see me talk. But
actually, I like to do it without the video half the time.
Yeah, gives it more room for the board. Yeah.
Yep. So no worry on that one. All right, so while they're getting going on that, so one of the fun things that I saw that I really enjoyed this was it's going to be, you're never going to have the same board every time because of the way the tiles mix and things like that. And there are different races that are going to have different features on it as well. So Mike's got everything actually up on there so we can actually easily show through. So
I'm going to move a couple over here real quick. Did Sam leave us?
No, he's still here. Just in the window.
Do you hear him at all?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to send a message.
But so you're going to be using these tiles to create the board, and depending on how many people you have, the board's going to vary and something like that. Yeah, we'll get working on that. We'll get that. So
I'll do a quick starting while Sam's still getting back in.
Yep.
So this game is played in a number of rounds. Each player will take his turn. Tony, he says you were moved to backstage. He was moved backstage.
Huh.
He's in the green room. Oh, while you're doing that, Tony, I just want to say this game, as I understand it, is fully solitaire as well. It's up to 4 people, including us lot who haven't got any mates.
yeah, we can play solitaire. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know what happened on that. So
I unplugged my monitor so I get my keyboard back, and when I did that, it booted me to backstage.
oh, okay, cool. We're good to go then. Okay, this never happened before. So
Your sound's not great though.
Yeah, you're a little bit, as we used to say in the CB days, a little bit back of the box.
How about now? Is that any better?
Well,
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Gee, I wonder what happened.
you might, when you got kicked off, check your mic settings, make sure the right one's selected, because that happens from time to time. When you get kicked out, it'll change the settings on that. So
How about now? Is that any better?
this is about the same.
Yeah.
How about now?
It's still the same.
It's the same. You're understandable. You
Hold on,
sound a
let me
little
see if I can help with that. Here, I might be able to. Okay, try it now, Sam.
Any better?
That's a little bit louder.
I think it's better. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to just
Okay.
jump into it
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's really good. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so the game is Microverse. Fast Playing Space 4X game is a card-driven game. I've been working on this game for close to 10 years. So there's quite a bit of lore I've written for this game. I'm not going to go into it all, but just to give you a quick overview, there was kind of this dominant empire that was running the galaxy, and they were obsessively trying to unlock this precursor technology. And when they did successfully do so, they all disappeared, and it wiped out all technology in the galaxy for a while and sent them into a dark ages. And now they're all kind of creeping back in to fill the gaps that were left by this empire. And that's all of you. So how we're actually going to play that is with these cards. These cards drive the whole game. Actually, see if I can get one of each really quickly.
No, that'd be too easy.
No, I'm going to do it because I have a keyboard now, so I can do anything. That was the wrong suit. Okay. So this is what the cards look like in the game. You're going to have a hand of these cards. Generally speaking, you're going to have 5 as your hand size. And on your turn, you're going to be playing these cards so that you will be able to resolve actions. They come in 4 flavors, one for each of the 4 actions that you can take in the game. So these are Explore, Build, Colonize, and Mobilize. At the start of your turn, you're going to choose one of these action types to play, and then you're going to play as many cards as you wish from your hand that match that type. So, for example, if you had 3... Whoa, what just happened?
Whoa.
Oh my God, you've been roughed.
So let's just say if you were to play 2 mobilized cards from hand, that would give you 2 mobilized resource points that you would then be able to use on your turn. The wrinkle there that makes things a little bit more interesting, let's look at a planet here. So if we look at Cassis 4, let's say I'm orange. These little triangles we're using as our colonies. So if I was to play these 2 mobilized cards from hand, each of them is generating a mobilized resource point. But if you zoom in on Cassis 4, you can see each of these planetary sectors has 2 icons on the bottom. And so one of those icons matches the icon that's the mobilize action type. And so because I have this colonized, I get to add this icon as though I played it from my hand. So if I didn't have this colony, these would just be the 2 mobilized resource points. But if I had this colonized, I'm actually getting 3, 2 for the cards and 1 for the colonized world that has that icon. So as you spread out into the galaxy and you start colonizing stuff, you're going to be wanting to pay a little bit attention to the type of planets that you're expanding into, because they're going to have a pretty heavy impact on your strategy and how well you can pursue victory in the different ways. Before I go any further into the actions, I'm going to do a quick overview of how you win. So there's 4 ways that you can win the game. The first way, once we have the galaxy set up, there will be a whole galaxy here we're exploring, but I'm going to teach this part of the rules before I start teaching setup, is that you are going to be expanding out into this galaxy if at the start of any of your turns you have any pieces, that's ships or colonies, in any 10 sectors, you'll win an expanse victory. And so
and a sector is a card. Like
sector is a hex tile. Yeah. So if you're in any 10 or more sector tiles at the start of your turn, you win the expanse victory. If everybody has 6 colonies available, if at the start of your turn you have all 6 of your colonies on the board, you'll win an empire victory. If at any time you remove one of your opponent's home colonies, so everyone's going to have a home sector that has a colony on it, if you remove that colony, you win a conquest victory. The fourth victory type I'm going to have to come back to a little bit later after I've explained some more of the rules. So, how do we actually resolve these actions? Let's start running into them. So let's expand our galaxy here for the sake of visual. Of course, keep going with orange here. So I'm going to place a few fighters on Cassis. We have Rora next to it, and let's put Imhoth over here. So the first action I'm going to cover is mobilize. When you mobilize, for each resource point you spend, just to go back and reiterate here, the first thing you're doing on your turn is you're playing cards to generate resource points. Those resource points get supplemented by matching icons on your planets. Then the next thing you're going to do is your action step. During your action step, you're actually going to perform these actions. So the first action type I'm covering is mobilize, which lets you move your ships. For each resource point you spend, you are going to activate a sector. Every action in this game, you're activating a sector. And so when you're mobilizing, you're going to activate a sector and move any number of ships from that sector to any number of adjacent sectors. So for one resource point, I could move all these ships from Cassis to Imhoth. That was one resource point. At the same time, if I wanted, I could move one to Imhoth and one to Rora, and that's still one resource point because it's about the origin. It's one resource point per sector you activate, and then you can just split them however you wish among adjacent sectors. This can further be daisy-chained. So let's put Blythe down here. Actually, I don't think that's in the grid. But if Blythe was down here, that was one resource point to move them from Cassis to Rora and Imhoth. I could then spend a second resource point to move the one from Imhoth over to Blythe. So I can just keep on going with them. The only limitation on movement by default is that if I enter a space that contains enemy ships, I have to stop moving. I'm locked there until the end of the turn. But besides that, you could just keep moving if you wanted.
Any questions on movement? Okay.
I think that's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Okay. The next action I'm going to cover is build. So when you build, you're going to be, as I said, every action you're activating a sector. With builds, you're activating sectors that contain your colonies. So when you activate with build, a single resource point will let you build a new fighter on that colony. 3 will let you build a cruiser, which is one step bigger. And 5 would let you build a dreadnought. Again, these are, you can split these how you wish. So, for example, if I had 4 build resource points and 2 colonies, I could build 2 fighters on each colony. I could build a fighter and then a cruiser on the other colony, because together that's 4 resource points. I can split them however I wish.
Sorry, you said playing these 2 up here will just playing them will allow you to have 2 points, and you can use that to move.
Right.
Is it the same with the build? If you haven't got that icon on the sector, you just use them to move as well?
No. So the action specifies what you're doing on your. Sorry, the card you play specifies the action you're going to take on your turn. So if you're playing build cards, you are taking build action.
You're getting ships.
Yeah, you are getting ships. Okay, so that's about it for build. The next one I'm going to cover is colonize. So to colonize, the type of sector that you're activating is a planetary sector, looks like these with the 2 icons on them, that doesn't have a colony on it yet and has 1 or more of your ships on it. When you try to colonize, it's not guaranteed. You're going to have to make a test to see if you can successfully colonize. The way you do that is you're going to look for the difficulty first. The difficulty to colonize is equal to the number of colonies you currently have. So since you start with 1, your first colonized check of the game is going to have a difficulty of 1. But when you're trying to, say, place your 5th colony, that's going to have a difficulty of 4. So it gets harder the more colonies you already have out. The way we test for that is for each resource point you spend, you're going to be revealing cards from the top of the action deck. And what you're looking for is this icon right here that you can see on this colonized card. So it's this planet symbol right here that's not present on this colonized card right here. It's right underneath the text. And so you're going to be flipping from the top of the deck, and you are going to be seeing if you have at least as many of these symbols as the number of colonies you currently have. If you do, you get to place the new colony. That's that. If you fail, you don't get enough, then it's a wasted action. So you got to really, try and invest into this as the game goes on if you're going to try to go for a larger empire, because the actions become much riskier. Any questions about that?
Nope, seems pretty good for me.
The number of cards that you play equals the numbers of cards you can pull off the deck to try to get your success.
Yep. Okay. The last action type is Explore. So when we set up this galaxy, most of them are going to be face down like this. They're just dead space. And so you can't really do anything with this besides fly through it. What you're going to do when you explore is for a single Explore resource point, you can just flip the card. And if you're happy with what's there, you can stick with it. But if you have Explore resource points left over, you're going to play a little bit of a kind of a blackjack hit me thing here, where you're going to push your luck. Excuse me. You're going to push your luck, and you can spend additional resource points to draw additional sectors off the top of the sector deck. Once we actually set up this galaxy, we're going to have some sector tiles left over. And so if you don't like the first thing you flip, you can spend an additional resource point to draw a card from the top of the deck, and then choose to go with that one. Or if you have more resource points, again, you can just keep pushing. The problem is you can't go back. And so if you end up happy with something, you can just say, I'm going to not use the rest of these points. We're just going to stick here. But you run the risk, if you keep pushing, that you're going to run into something that's not great. Only about 2/3 of the tiles that are in that deck are planets. The other third are non-planets. Some of them are pretty good. A lot of them are pretty bad. And so you run the risk, if you keep pushing, that you're going to end up stuck with something horrible that could wipe out your exploring fleet. It could damage your planets nearby. There's just all kinds of stuff that it can do, so that you have that kind of push your luck element there when you're exploring. Any questions about that before it's time to go back to the 4th victory condition? Sounds like
Nope, I think we're good.
I think it's going to get better as we play. I think more.
I feel like I'm teaching again. Any questions? And it's a blink stares at me.
That's right. So the last piece I need to bring up, if you look at these planetary sectors that I pulled out here, Cassis, Rora, and Imhoth have this symbol on the left that is not present on Blythe. That's the monolith. That's the alien precursor technology I mentioned in my lore spiel about what this kind of ancient empire was looking for that led to their transcendence. It was effectively they all transferred into energy and vacated the premises and left everybody else in disarray. The 4th thing you can attempt to do in this game is to do exactly what they did and transcend existence. The way that this works is, as we're exploring the galaxy, we're going to count the number of these monoliths that have been found. Twice the number of players have been found, so we're playing a 4-player game, so that's going to be 8 monoliths. Once those have been found, it triggers the end of the universe. What will happen is the player whose turn it was will claim this monolith timer. They get 3 more turns. If anybody wins by one of those 3 other victory conditions in that time, expanse, conquest, or empire, they still win. Game's over. They won the game. But If it manages to make it through all those 3 turns, then the game ends, and players count who has the most presence, so most sectors where they have presence that are monolith sectors. That player will win by transcendence. There's a few tiebreakers there, but that is in essence the 4th victory condition. We can cover some as we get closer.
And I'll add, we have, with 4 players, we have 8 monoliths. We'll trigger it, Sam?
Yep.
So when you guys revealed your 8th monolith, that will start the countdown.
Yep. Okay, so the last thing to cover, which I think will be a good thing to do, because then I'm going to start setting up the galaxy, is all of the player civilizations. So we're going to, just for the starter game, we're going to be playing with the basics and the intermediates, or the novices. Humans are kind of the tutorial civilization in this game. They don't have a lot of extra rules around them. So if you want to just focus on core rules, it's fine to just play as the humans. If you want to play as something with a little bit more crunch on them, you can push into the basics or the intermediates. I would generally advise against, staying a little bit more with the basics unless you're feeling particularly gutsy. But each of them, just flip around the Tarka real quick. On the backside, which all of them are on their backside, it gives you what class they are. The civs come in 4 classes: conquerors, wayfinders, diplomats, and administrators. That's kind of betrays what their focus is in the game. Conquerors, you can guess what they do. Administrators are very good at kind of expanding out their empire. Diplomats are more about playing the meta of the game, so they have a lot of subsystems that'll come in that give you other ways to interact with other players. And then wayfinders are really good at exploring the galaxy. Then next, I already covered, that's their complexity rating. On the flip side, once you're actually looking at them, the game mechanics here, the green text is their special ability that's always in play. All of these are unique. And so for the Tarka, after they successfully invade a colony, they immediately get to replace that colony with one of their own. So they're infestors. So they'll just take over a colony as soon as it's lost. Other people would have to knock it and then build their own.
Green is good, red is bad.
Red is bad. Red is a weakness. Much like the green one, the red one is always in effect, and that's a hamstring that you'll have to deal with that makes them not as effective. The bottom one is their scalable research ability. And so each of these, every single one of them, including humans, has this little satellite icon right there. If you come back over to the planets and you look at Imhoth, you'll see that one of those icons is that same satellite. Whenever you are reading the blue text on a card, you're replacing that satellite with the number of colonies you have on planets with that icon. So if you want to specialize more into what your civilization is good at, you can prioritize colonizing sectors with those satellites to buff up that blue text. Anyway, that's the long and short of the Civ cards. Normally, we would do this as a draft. I think that that's expecting a lot for just jumping in the first game. So however you all want to go about picking, go ahead, and I'm going to start building this civilization.
Real quick, your human over here, I'm going to flip him over. Now, this is your basic novice, right? So low overhead, you have no weakness. Your strength is you have no weakness. Your weakness is you have no strength. And then your hand size increases by every one of those satellites you have colonized. So that's the human. There's enough for everybody to be human if you just want to be human, or feel free to choose one of these other ones. Again, you have basic and you have intermediate, and then you have your different types, right? Your wayfinders, your diplomats, your conquerors. So everybody just pick a card and put it to the side, maybe down here at the bottom, and then I'll clean up the rest of it.
Somebody picked the crew. Good decision.
Now, if you when you pick your civilization, if you'll go through this stack right here, you can right-click and go search, so you can see, pull out the corresponding civilization name out of here and put it by your card. right over here on the right-hand side.
Oh, over here. Okay.
You go right-click on that to search it, and then pick out your card and pull it over to your civilization. Nobody wanted to be human, okay?
Okay. All right. So I'm now. Did everybody pick what they're planned?
1, 2, 3,
think so,
4. I
yeah.
see four of them out there.
Okay. So I'm
And-
going to. This is a good spread. What do we got? We got the crew, the Shiku, the lot. Is somebody playing human?
Yes, I
do
will
it.
play human.
Okay. I thought you said
Okay.
no. I was playing human.
Well,
All right. Good.
I shuffled these up here. These human ones get shuffled because they're different, and I'm pulling one off for you right there.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
going to be random human world. Okay, so I'm going to explain how setup works real quick. I've got everything staged to do it. So the game comes with a number of sets of planets. You can tell the different sets have a letter indicator for the set on the right side of the planet. You randomly take 4 sets, or in this case, it's 4 players, so 1 set per player. You're going to take a number of wormholes equal to the number of players minus
Real quickly,
1.
Sam, real quickly, you'll notice up here there are more. Those sector piles go A through J across the top here. You pick
Let's
one.
both core sets, Mike. So there'll only be 5 in the normal core box.
Got it.
But yeah, there will be an extra you're not playing with, even with a 4-player game in the core box. So then I'm also taking 3 non-planetary sectors per player, which are all marked with the Z. And so all these are going to end up shuffled in together to form our deck. But first we're going to have to cook the galaxy a little bit. So we're going to just draw. I'm just kind of randomly taking here. We need 1 planet per player that is not a monolith. Those are the 4. And now we're good to go. All the rest of these are going to get shuffled together.
Hold on, I'm having trouble getting me planet.
Okay.
No rush. You'll be fine.
What are you? Yellow?
This one here, yeah.
Yeah, hang on. I'll help you out.
I've
It's
got
right
this
on top of
one.
your. Here it is.
Yeah, I know, but I picked it out and I've got this blooming. Yeah, I can't get rid of this now.
Yeah, up at the top
We miss
right
them.
hand. There should be an X out of it.
Ah, brilliant.
Yeah, here you go.
That's me there. Yep.
Okay, this was the J. Yeah, we're not using that. Okay, so really
That
quickly,
was a that was a reference for you, Sam, so you know where the top of the grid is.
yeah, I know. I'm setting up the first steps now.
Okay, so that right here is the top right here.
Sure. So then, yeah, I wish I could see the points and place them at the same time. There,
But
that's
better
right.
off if you build your map and then put your 4, put these on last. It'll be much easier for you.
Too late. I'm already done.
You have it.
Okay, so crew are going to be. We'll put them at the top, I guess. So we're just going to socket the crew homeworld right here. Okay, humans next. Humans will be next to Yugoth. We got Gaia. Nalat is going to be right down here.
Woohoo!
And Shiku is right over here. Okay, and now we are going to build the rest.
Did you get your wormholes there? Yep.
So that's going to be like so.
I feel like I should be playing some space music while this is going on.
Usually advised.
Here we go.
What song is this?
I don't know. It's on micro. It's on the StreamYard stuff.
Yep.
So it's called Into Space. So I thought it was appropriate.
All right, and that's the 4-player setup. That's our galaxy. So the last thing we're going to do, everybody picks a player color. You're going to place the colony of that color on your home world, 1 colony of that color. then you are going to place a fighter on each of the adjacent sectors. So everyone's going to place out 2 fighters, one on the first step world that's right next to him, and one in the unexplored space that's right next to him.
What, the planet or the unexplored space?
Yep, planet both.
Yep.
So I've got one on
Not
my
your
home
home.
planet.
Not
Not
on
on
your
your
home
planet.
Oh, I see. One there and one there. Right, gotcha.
Yep.
Hey, Sam, this other Z up here, can I get rid of it?
Yeah, that was just an example. Okay.
So
And
just go up here.
Yep.
Tony, you can put yours. Whoever, you guys can put your cards by your home planet.
okay.
Let you know who's who.
Okay. Let's flip them to the business end so we can see mechanically what they do.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay. So does anybody want to? Does everybody know what their Civ does, or should I explain to everybody what they do?
You probably
Yeah.
should start at the top, work your way clockwise, and just do them all.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with humanity and go clockwise because they have nothing. They have no rules. So they have no special rules, and then their research scalable as their hand size increases as they colonize more research worlds. Next, let's go to the Nalat. So the Nalat are a diplomat. At the end of each of your turns, so this is the very last thing, you can set aside an offer of cards from your hand. So it's going to be a special area to the side. You just play cards out. All other players may use cards that are on your offer on their own turn as though they were in their hand. Each time they do so, you get to draw a card and then discard a card. So putting out cards that you think that your opponents are going to want to use on their turn will let you cook your hand better so you'll have stronger turns. Your weakness is you cannot colonize unless you have a cruiser or a dreadnought. You cannot colonize with fighters. Your scalable there is that the more research levels you have, the more cards you're able to put up on offer at once. So that's going to give more things that your opponents can use and more chances for you to draw cards. Again, it says at the bottom there's a rider. If your cards are used, you're going to exhaust them. So you just turn them sideways to show that somebody used them. If they are used, they will get to go back in your hand. So if you do a poor job guessing what your opponents are going to want to use, then you're going to lose those cards. So you got to be careful in trying to figure out what your opponents actually want. A personal favorite of mine that I covered in my teaching video because they're one of the first slate of civs in the game, and I still love them, the Shiku. So the Shiku, for them, those monoliths, all those sectors are adjacent to one another for them. So they can just jump all over the galaxy so long as they're on monoliths. Their weakness, though, is they can only build ships of one type and only on one sector per turn. So they're pretty poor at building out. Their research, though, is why I love them. It's such a crazy ability. When you explore with them, you can explore up to your research level +1 sectors away from colonies. So you don't need to have fleets present. They can explore at range. And then finally, the crew, the ultimate turtle faction. Your colonies cannot be removed in battle where you lost ships. So if you're trying to remove crew colonies, you're going to have to fight them twice over it. Their weakness is they cannot explore in a sector unless they have at least 2 ships present. Their research ability, their colonies, because colonies, I cover combat in play, so there's a reason I haven't covered it yet. But your colonies participate in battles involving your pieces up to research level +1 sectors away. So they have these deep space cannons. And the crew usually want to build colonies towards the middle of the galaxy and then get their research level up. So when they fight, they can get everybody in a crossfire. But that is the long and short of each of them. So I think we can get started now. Everyone will have a starting hand size of 5 cards. So draw your hand of 5. And who feels gutsy enough to go first?
I'll go first. I'll be the one to go for it.
All right, let's do it.
So you guys can choose your cards by putting your hand over the deck and hitting the number above your letter keys on your computer for the number of cards you need. So when you start with 5, just put your hand over this and hit the number 5. It'll put 5 cards in your hand to speed things up for you. I'm going to show one more thing on these cards. I know you guys are going to ask. I'm going to pull one off. These numbers at the top, don't worry about it. These numbers are for fighting, for combat.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, the only thing that matters, literally the only thing that matters on cards in hand is the type of card. So mobilize, build, explore, colonize. That's all that matters in hand.
Put your hand over that and hit 5, and it'll go right to your hand.
No, nothing happens.
There you
go.
Lovely. Aha, that's cool.
All right, since I'm first, what's the process here?
So you're going to play. You're going to pick one of the card type. Oh, I did forget one other thing, but I'll come to it in a moment. You're going to pick an action type that's in your hand to play.
Yep.
And then you're going to play as many cards as you wish from hand of that type. Generally, at least when you're learning the game, just play all the matching ones. There's rare circumstances where you wouldn't want to do it, especially as, for example, in a lot. But for your purposes, just play what you got.
Okay. Well, what I want, I'm not that big of a. I'm not that. What I want, I'm going to do something here. So let me know. So okay. I only have one explore, and I want to explore.
Yep.
So I'm going to explore.
Before you do that.
Yeah.
Before you do that, I want to cover the 2 things I forgot to mention.
Okay.
So first off, you can play 3 of a kind as a wild action point. And so if your hand gets choked, you can do that. But remember, you're only playing cards ever of one suit. So you can't mix and match like that. The other thing...
So 3 explorers can turn into 1 build.
Yep.
Okay.
The other thing, which I'm glad I remembered to mention, this game is an open trading game. You can trade cards with other players however you wish. So you can just at the table say, hey, I want more explorers. Does anybody else have something else they're trying to do on their turn? The only limitations on that are the explore is you can only trade if the trade includes the active player, and trades have to be at a 1-for-1 ratio. So you cannot trade 4 cards for 2 of something. It's always 1-to-1.
Okay. And the active player is the one that would be trading.
Yeah. So in this case, if you want to have better chance with that explorer of getting something good, see if somebody else wants some of the crud in your hand you don't care for.
So in other words,
I don't know if it's crud yet.
Or you
okay,
could just,
well, I'm going to go ahead and that's all the explorer I have because.
Hey Tony, I'll give you 2 explorers. You give me 2 builds.
I can do 1-for-1 on the build. I got 1 build. I can give you.
All right, I'll give you 1. That's fine.
Okay, and then here's your build.
There's your explorer.
All right, there you go. So now you got 2 explore. So
okay.
Go ahead and flip that first one that you're on because that's your only valid target because you have no other empty space.
Yep.
All right, so you got Planet Plosha. So that's a colonize, mobilize world. Now you can hold there, or you can push and see what's on the top of the deck, but you'll be passing. Okay, so that's it. Discard your cards.
2 cards. You can only do it like the first card, flipped it, and then you have 1 left. You can try 1 more time. That's how that works.
Gotcha.
I'm going to answer a question in the chat, Danny. You can offer trades, but you can only change hands if it includes the active player.
Yep.
Now, Tony, you could just discard what you played into the discard pile, which is right next to the snap point. There you go.
So now you're going to draw back at the end of your turn. You just draw back to your hand size. So go back to 5.
And then
so
it's at the end of my turn, so I can put offers up.
Yep.
Right?
Now because the last step is the draw step, so now it's the end of your turn, and you can put a card on offer.
Okay, is it 1 card or 2 cards?
It's based on your research ability. It's research level +1, so you can have 1 card on offer.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put this card on offer.
Okay, so he's made a mobilize available for the table. Just remember, for them, this is everyone can treat this mobilized card like it's in their hand if they want.
Sorry, what was the point of Tony playing 2 explore and only using 1 and discarding the other one?
Because you
why
have
didn't
to
you just
play.
play-
You commit to the number of cards you play at the start of your turn, and so he committed to playing the 2. And then when he actually resolved the action, he saw a planet he was okay with.
Oh, okay.
So he decided to forget the other one and just wasted the card.
Oh, yeah, right. So you can't play one and turn the tile over and go, oh, no, don't like that. I'll play another one. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, and the other thing is it gets your cards out of your hand so you can recycle your cards.
Get some new ones, right.
Yep.
Okay,
Right.
next floor.
Okay, so that'd be Rough. You're next.
Oh, is it me? Right, okay. So,
Yep.
Let's pop.
Okay. So we got. Those are the 2 you're playing.
That's all I can play, isn't it?
Yep. So
You
you
can
got
play-
2,
that's
but you
all
got
you
a
have.
third.
They've got to be the same, haven't they? No, that's the. Well, I may wish to, but I'm not telling you if I want to at the moment. Right.
Sure.
Yeah, you could,
But I'm pointing out you're getting 2 resource points from the cards,
Yep.
but you're getting 1 more from Planet Shiku, which you have colonized, that has a matching icon.
So that means then I can.
You have
You have
3
three.
points to spend.
you have 3 build points. If you want more, you can offer
3
a
explore
trade.
points.
It has a matching icon of that little
It's an eclipse.
eclipse thing. Yes, gotcha. So I could flip
So
this
first
over.
you're going to flip that. You already got that. So you can just
That's
flip that
1
tile.
point.
Ooh, that's a good world. That's a
That look-
war. That's a war icon that helps you fight, and a build icon. But more importantly, that's a monolith.
Right. And
So
I
you
want
can
those,
stick
yeah.
with that, which you should, because you're the
Yeah.
Shiku. But if you wanted to push, you would have 2 more you could get to see if you
Yeah,
wanted.
it's a
before you
shame wasting those points, but
And
as you say,
you can never go back.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
I need to step
purple's
away
too
for
good.
just a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, but that icon down at the bottom left, that's the sort of combat-y icon, is it?
Bottom left,
Yep.
yeah, makes you better at fighting.
No, I'll keep that as is then, because that's it. That looks a good one. Also, I like the color of it.
All right. And then Ruff, you'll draw back to 5.
Let me just hit 2 again,
All right.
maybe.
So I guess it's
Exactly.
my turn. I am going to. How much does it cost to build a ship again?
It's 1 per fighter, 3 per cruiser, 5 per dreadnought.
All right, I want to build 3 fighters.
Okay, that's a good choice. I'm going to call out as part of you doing that, Jester, and it's a good thing for everybody to bear in mind. So as I mentioned, you have to stop movement when you enter space with an enemy ship. And so picket lines are very important in this game, because if you don't defend your own part of space, you could leave a back door open with somebody with a massive fleet to just get a lot of mobilize actions together, show up at your home world and bomb you in a smithereens. So having a lot of fighters that you can spread out to kind of stake out your claim is very, very helpful.
Why are there 2 action cards over here?
That's for me.
Oh,
he's
gotcha.
prepping ahead.
Where do they go, Sam?
They all go onto your colony. You can split them among your colonies, but
Okay.
they all would go on your colony, and then you'll draw back to 5.
Okay, done.
You can discard your cards. Yeah, so colonize going on here.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
this is a layup. So the way
right,
this
so-
is going to go,
Yep. So
you got go ahead.
I've got the 2 resource points for the 2 cards. I got 1 for my
Yep.
colony there.
So you're going to get to flip up to 3 action cards from the deck, and you only need 1 success because you only have 1 colony.
All right.
So-
So I think it's 1 action card. Yeah.
Flip it. That's it. You already got
Yeah.
it. You just
Yep.
need that success. Drop it on Yugoth. And now your hand size is immediately 6 because you're humanity.
Right.
Now,
So refill your hand to 6.
if you had another planet and a ship on it, You could have used that last, your other 2 to try to do a second colony.
That's true. But the difficulty would have immediately been reassessed, and you would have needed 2 successes on the remaining 2 cards,
Gotcha.
which is possible.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, that was a complete round. Time to introduce a new rule.
Oh no, not a new rule. No.
So this game has politics in it.
Yes.
So at the end of each complete round, there's going to be a chancellor that's going to run the Senate. Now, the token's going to pass, but the first round is going to, or the end of the round is always going to be before the Nalat, because the Nalat were the first player. So the way this is going to work is that the chancellor, which is going to start out, this is the Nalats, this is going to be Tony. You're going to take 3 cards. These are potential laws for the round. Okay. You're going to look at these, and you're going to burn one that you don't like.
Go ahead and put them in your hand so you can see them.
Yep. Oh, I lost them.
Okay. No, they came back. There you go.
Again, all you have to do is hit the number and then go right to your hand.
Oh, geez. I got to remember that. That's just so much easier.
Okay. So you're going to look at these. Each of these is a rule that can affect the game. So I'm going to show the stream this. Zoom in. Let's go a little simpler one. Okay. This law is for the whole round, no one gets to build. Right? So you're going to, as the chancellor, Tony, you're going to take one you don't like and burn it. Just get rid of it and discard it. And then the other 2 you're going to pass to a player at the table that you think has similar goals to you in mind. And they're going to pick between those remaining 2 what the extra rule is for this round.
Huh.
So put them both down on the table, and then give them. You don't want to like that, face down. Flip them face down, and then give them to somebody. Tell somebody to pick them up, and then they get to choose one.
Oh, you know what? Let's throw Jester and see what he's going to do with these 2. So Jester, go ahead and grab those 2.
Put those in your hand.
You're going to pick the one that's the law.
And discard the other.
All right. I make my decision. I just pull it out.
Yep, pull it out. That's going to be the law. Flip it over.
All right. So all planet icons are going to count twice when you're doing actions.
Nice.
Okay. Then that's done. The Chancellor token is going to pass to the next round. And now, Tony, you're going to take your turn. Okay. No one used your mobilize card. So this is
I noticed that. I'm very annoyed with that. So I lose that card. Okay.
And now you take your turn.
Okay, well, here we go. 1. I'm going to throw all the mobilize out, even though I don't know if I'll use it.
Sure.
Okay.
There you go.
So just to get it out of my hand. So I've got 3 mobilize. So I'm going to first start off doing the Flora. So we're going to move here.
Yep.
Now that would be 2 technically. So I have 4 technically, correct? 4?
No, because this isn't colonized. It's only colonized.
Okay. Oh, it has to be a colonized one. Okay, got it.
Colonized planet.
Got it.
You have to activate 3 sectors.
Yep.
Okay.
You've done one.
We'll go out this way.
There's 2.
One
If
left.
You want to move.
Or you can burn it.
Nope, I'm just going to burn the rest of them.
Okay. And then you drop back to your 5, and you can once again put something on offer.
Oh, that worked out great last time.
And Ruff
You thought wrong about what they wanted to do. I'm pretty sure Ruff wants to colonize, so.
I was going to ask, what is the Tony didn't colonize, he just moved. What is the benefits colonizing? That means that's yours, nobody can take it away, or?
They'd have to fight you to get it back, but the biggest reason to colonize is it gives you those icons.
Right, good.
Plus, it's a way to win. You get all 6 of your colonies out, you win.
Well, let's do what Tony said then.
And then you can use Tony's if you want.
Yep.
Now that gives me
2
colonized points.
Nope.
Yeah, 2 chances to pull, 1 success.
And if you use my card,
then you have 3 chances, and if you got all 3, you'd actually be able to colonize both planets.
Well, I know he's itching for me to use his card so we can see what happens. So, what do I do? Just
tell him you're using it.
I'm using it. So then you do the old Magic the Gathering thing, don't you?
Yep, that's right. And
I'm going to tap it. I'm going to tap it.
Yes. Oh, you can't say that.
No, you can't say that.
I know. I had to do that just for fun. No, I exhausted it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
So that means now I've got 3.
You get 3 pulls. So which one do you want to target first, Talos or Kerbal?
I want to try this good one here, or Kerbal. Yeah.
Okay.
So I need another colonize, do I?
Nope. You just got to flip cards, and you're looking for the little icon under the name.
Hold on. Under the name, you mean?
That little planet.
Sorry. Don't say colors. It's meaningless.
The icon that's underneath the colonize.
That little planet.
Oh, the little, like a little worldy thing, right?
Yeah,
okay.
so that you need to top deck one of those.
So just pull it off.
Yeah, just the top card.
Bloody hell.
Fast. There you go.
Flip it. All right, that's a success. So now, because you got to colonize Kerbal, you have 2 left, so you might as well try to colonize Talos.
Right.
So if you get 2 successes on the 2 cards, you're done, and you got it.
Right, here we go. Come over here.
Rough in TTS is not always. The
Oh
best.
yeah, I'm getting it. I'm happier with Vassal.
One.
Yes, look at that.
You got to get another one.
Flip it, Rob.
Oh,
you got it, dude.
Oh,
Ding,
all right,
ding, ding,
great
ding,
start.
ding.
So you got both of those colonized now. Very efficient turn.
Lovely.
There.
Now, aren't you happy you used Tony's black market to get that extra card?
But he gets that back now, doesn't he?
He will, but more importantly, it's helping his cycle his hand.
And what did I use? 2, didn't
You
I?
draw
So I
back
need
to 5.
2, right.
Okay.
Look at that. Brilliant.
Jester?
All right. Does anyone have any mobilized cards they want to trade me?
Yeah, if you got another explore card.
Sure. I'll give you a
Okay.
sport card.
Here's a mobile card mobilized for you.
All right.
I don't like this. This is stabby in the backy, isn't it? This is going to be happening.
All
It's
friends.
open trade. Everybody knows what
We're
we're
all
doing.
friends now. In inverted.
So 2 mobilized means I can move 2 ships?
No, you can activate 2 sectors. So you can move every ship on crew for 1 point.
Okay.
And you could split them, too, if you like, between Fibix and that unexplored space.
So did I need another mobilize?
Well, you can daisy chain them. So if you want, you could move these, like, let's say, I'm just going to do this real quick. You could do this for 1, and then you could do this for 2. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I pull this? Yeah, let's do that. I want to do that, but I want to put 2 here
Oh, yeah, sure.
because of my faction, right?
Yep.
And pull 2 on this one.
Yeah, you would have been able to do that because you could have moved the 3 from crew. That one was already here, and then you could have split out like that. So yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. That's what I was trying to do. So thank you for being that.
And then just draw.
All right, I'm done.
Now that you guys are getting in the swing of it, you can see how fast these turns can go.
Well, yeah. Remember, Ruff's playing, so watch it.
Well,
All right, I see 2 explore cards.
Yep, I'm an explorer, so I've got only 2 for the 2 cards.
Yep.
And I will explore this one here, so I think I can flip it.
Jerome, did
Start
you?
with-
Hey, Jerome, did you know that you also had +1 to your hand size?
Yes, I've got it. Yep. I'm correct.
Good deal.
All right. So I'll keep that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hard to argue with
Another
All right.
monolith.
There's some trash somewhere out there. You guys just haven't found it yet.
Oh, it's over by me, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure Jester's going to run into it.
Sorry, Sam. When does hand size increase?
And it's only increasing for humanity in this setup.
All
You're
right.
not human, Ruff. You're
Human.
All right. Now on that subject, Ruff, you're the Chancellor now. So you're going to draw 3 cards from that Senate deck. We're discarding this rule, which didn't really get used. And then you're going to burn 1 and pass 2 to somebody that you think wants the same things you do.
And make sure you flip them over before you put them on the table.
Right. Okay. Ooh.
Sam, question. If you're doing this solo, how does that happen?
It's very similar to the bot for Firefight Tactical. It's actually a lot simpler than the bot for Firefight Tactical. The bot will run through it's in a card deck, and you're going to run through a flow chart that kind of prioritizes actions, and then it'll look for sectors that are meet the criteria for the bot to use the action on that sector.
So that's the one I'm discarding.
Okay.
And then
that is open knowledge for people to look at what he discarded.
Edward, that's right, but he has to be coming from a space with a monolith. But since he's colonized one, that's going to be pretty easy now.
who has these? The other 2.
Whoever you want to give them to.
Right.
You're giving it to.
Whoever you think is going to
might
do the same thing you would like.
Yes, exactly.
Let's give them to Jerome.
Jerome.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Jerome's like doing fancy stuff with the Vassal or with the TTS. He's peeking at stuff.
He's a submariner. They can do impossible things.
This is actually This is one of those games that actually takes longer to play significantly on TTS than it does.
Yeah. There's
Yeah, especially if I'm playing.
Let's see. Well, you know what? Since you gave me the card, let's go for it. So let's put that over there, and we'll flip this. And we'll
Builds are double.
Builds are double.
So all build cards that are played count twice for build action.
I'm assuming that's what you wanted, Ruff, right?
Build, if build means fighters thing, yes.
So Tony, now you get your colonized card back because it was used, and you take your turn.
So I am going to explore, and explore.
Okay.
So we're just going to go ahead and flip this one.
That's a pulsar. So what that does, that's a negative non-planet. So what that does, the reason it shows the colonized symbol there, is that will steal the colonized symbol from every planet adjacent to it. So any world that's adjacent to that would have colonized loses.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Bad.
Good job, Tony. Hey, I like it. No, that's great right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've just realized my hand is not as good as I thought it was, so I can ask somebody for some stuff if I want.
When it's your turn.
It's your turn.
When it's my turn, yes, sure.
So, Tony,
I
do you want
think
to
I'm
push or
going to
keep?
try to draw something else, I think.
Okay, so we're going to top deck from the sector. And what do we find?
Oh.
That's worse.
Oh, jeez.
That's a stellar storm, and so that'll make effectively all planets, all sectors there and adjacent are difficult terrain, so you have to end movement when you move into them.
Which
So do I get to keep one?
Kind of defensive, if you want to think of it that way.
Do I choose between the two then?
No, you can't go back.
Nope.
So you can spend the third one to push past the stellar storm if you want.
Way to go,
Or you
Tone.
can use it on this sector.
Let's see if you can find something worse.
I'm going to find something worse. Okay.
All right, go
let's
for it.
try it. Let's try
Black
it.
hole,
I don't
find
know
a black
what's
hole.
worse. That is
Hey.
yes. No, I'm going with that one. Whew.
And that's why we spend more than one explore point.
That's right.
All right. And then I draw up 2
Draw
cards.
up, and then your offer.
And Ruff, it's your turn.
Yes, I'd like some build cards.
Rob,
I will-
do you have any colonized cards?
I have one, but I need
I'll give you
more.
one build card for one colonize.
Tony,
Anybody,
Tony. Why don't you just put the build card out?
Oh
as
yeah,
your-
that's right. That's right. Here, Ruff, you can use one of my build cards. Sorry,
go.
I was about ready to do that anyways, and I got sidetracked. Ruff,
and
Ruff,
three is
sidetracked.
the maximum, is it?
No, you can use your whole hand.
Who else has got any build cards?
I got one. If you got a Explorer,
Yes, I have.
all right, I can give you a build for an Explorer.
So
What a friendly group.
Yeah,
We
at the
try to
moment,
play
you-
friendly.
You
Yes.
just wait. There we are. Look at that. So
right.
I can. Yep.
That's 6 build points.
So I can build 2 cruisers.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
Wait. Whoa.
Well, go on.
You have 2 build icons colonized, so you have 8 build points.
I like the cut of your jib, sir.
I'm surprised people wanted to trade with you.
So you can
So I
build
can
a
build
dreadnought and a cruiser.
I can dreadnought and a cruiser. Shall I?
Oh, but
shall I-
that's your
shall I-
weakness. You're the Shiku. You can't build more than one type of ship.
Ah, hold on. Yes, so I can build. Oh, that's a shame.
You could build 2 cruisers or 1 dreadnought, is what I'd suggest.
What do you reckon?
Or a whole bunch of fighters.
Or a whole mess of fighters.
No. We want to. Nerdy said cruisers and dreadnoughts are the biz. So,
You trust Nerdy?
yeah, of course.
He's got all that wood glue he's been sniffing.
I know.
He was on fire for a long time, and I had a yellow tank. So that seems a waste, though, doesn't it?
A bit.
Let's build 2 cruisers.
All right.
So
And you can
that-
split them how you wish.
they can only go on my planets. yeah?
Colonies, but every space you're in has a colony, so you can really put them wherever.
So I can put one there.
I'd say Ruff's out to an early lead here.
It's a great lead.
Yeah.
All right. And then you discard those cards, except the one that was the Nalat offer, and then draw back to 5.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Come here.
And Tony, did you draw a card and discard a card?
No, I did not. I didn't do that last time, so I forgot. So
That's the whole point of doing that, is so you
Okay.
get to draw a card and discard a card.
Yeah,
I
come
draw
on.
one
He's
card.
just giving us part of his hand for
Give with a
nothing.
plan.
All right.
Tony,
Anyone
first
want
of
a? I would like a Explorer card if somebody needs a little colonization.
I got you, Jester. Give me 1 second. I need to discard someone.
Okay.
You wanted
All
an
right.
explore card, and I will take the colonization.
Yep, right here. While you're
Okay, there
offer.
you go.
All right. So we're going to explode. Explored.
You might explode.
I might. I'm going to try.
All right, which one do you want to hit first?
This one towards the center first. So I just flip it.
Oh,
Hole. So that's not
Wormhole.
bad, but it's not good either.
No, it's not bad, not good trick.
Do you want to push?
so it's Blad.
It's Blad.
It's yeah. I'll go ahead and push. Push on
Top deck.
from here. All right.
That's pretty good.
All right.
All right, so now the question is, you have 1 point left. You can blind jump with that last group of ships, but whatever's there is what you got. Or you can play careful.
No guts, no glory.
Oh, I knew Mike was going to say that. God damn it!
Remember, Mike was the
All
one
right.
that lost his
Flip.
character.
That's pretty good.
Okay. I was gonna say, remember, Mike was the one that lost his character in the Hexplorer.
Oh yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't Mike the one that has all the subs on the bottom of the ocean too?
Yeah.
I got a lot of,
That's no glory.
lot of glory.
It's the
All right.
reason I don't pull his cards anymore when we play Wolfpack. I don't want to take the blame for his subs being on the bottom of the ocean.
All right.
Oh my
Just to let
god.
you guys know, keep you also aware that that was the third monolith.
Oh, the game's almost over.
Not quite. We're almost halfway.
So, so maybe I can jump over there and give him a bit of a taste of the old rough.
At some point, you need to give me a chance to show how combat works.
That'll work. Yeah. Oh, real quick. Well, just real quick. When we actually colonize, do you have to have a ship on the planet?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Again, every single thing I say about this is broken by one civilization in the game.
Oh, of
So,
course, of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, I went with build. I assumed I would still be able to use this one. Am I not able to use this one because it's been flipped?
You get to use it.
Okay. All right. So
So
I got
what is the flipping it for?
Yep. So he's at 4.
Yeah, why has he tapped it if it's not?
If anyone can use it, why is it
Because
that?
because it tracks whether or not it's been used. He doesn't
Oh,
get
I
the
see.
card back unless it's been used by at least one player.
okay. So I get 4. I forgot
shoot.
about the doubling. So let me change that to
Yes, you
oops,
do.
cruiser.
Dang it.
All right. So I'm going to put the cruiser here. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll put that
Jerome,
one here,
you could have 2 war icons. So real quickly, I'm going to just say one thing early about combat. When you do combat, you'll be flipping over a single card. And then you get to add additional cards for every war icon that you have colonized, which increases your chances of pulling a really good card for what you need. So having no war icons really hurts you in combat.
It's effectively your die roll, so you can think of it. Your fleet is how strong you are, right? But
Yep.
your combat card is how well you know how to use your tactics. And so you can have the biggest fleet in the world, but if you have no war icons, it's just chance whether you win or not. So bear that in mind as the galaxy's going to start getting a little small pretty soon.
You'll see.
All right. That's it for me.
Okay, so now Jester is our new chancellor, and we need 3 cards off the Senate for it to pick a new law. People
Two.
made much better use of that law.
Yep. And I just read my weakness, and I can't do what I wanted to do. So I've got to,
Build.
pivot. Yes, I have to pivot to what I was going to do. So
That's the thing.
Not a big
Strengths
deal.
are great, but then you got that weakness to go with it.
So it's 1 for a fighter, 3 for a cruiser.
5 for a dreadnought. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you got rid of my favorite card, Jester.
Sorry. Here, Tony.
Oh,
I'm gonna give him to you, Tone.
okay.
Oh,
He's across the galaxy. I don't really care about him.
Yeah, he's far away.
A game I played at a convention a couple months ago, somebody had a 9 mobilized movement. So there is no across the galaxy.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
Anarchy.
No laws are in effect this round.
Anarchy. Go nuts. And Tony, it's your turn.
Anybody got any build cards for colonize cards?
you want a build card?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'll be. Oh yeah, here's a colonize card. Oh. Where'd it go? Did you get it?
On the tip.
Look.
No, the colonize card.
Yeah, he took it.
Oh, I've got it. Sorry.
Okay, so there's this one, and this one, and I think I would have been okay because I had this.
Yeah, 4.
Yep. So I had a cruiser. Where's my green cruiser? So and I can only put it in Nakla.
Yep.
Can you only build one type at a time? Because right, you could build
No, that's
a
the cheaper weakness. He can build a fighter too.
Oh, and I can build a fight. Yep, and I'll do that. I'll build a fighter.
fire.
Yep, rough is the only one that can build just one at a time. So
Yeah.
Okay, so here's this, and then I am going to. You know what? Let's go ahead. Oh wait, can I draw
Draw
first
back. Yeah,
before?
you draw first. You draw first,
Okay.
and then you decide.
Oh, well, that sucks. But okay, we'll throw a mobilize out here.
Well, I have a feeling Ruff's going to want to move.
Thank you.
Now for mine, every time it gets used, I can draw a card and discard a card, or just the first time.
Every time.
I missed one of those. Dang it. Okay, I got to remember that.
So moving, I can move to an adjacent hex. Is that right?
You activate a
Activate
sector
a sector.
Oh,
any,
I see.
any ship in that sector can move one sector.
adjacent.
Let's activate Kerbal.
How many cards you playing?
Let's have a look. There we go. 1. Come here. 2. I don't get any other
You
benefits.
can use
from it.
Tony's, but you're also going to get an extra 1 from Shiku. You have a mobilize on your homeworld.
Oh, yes. So that's 3 at the moment. And
Do you want a fourth? You got to use Tony.
do I need a 4th?
That's the question.
Now, this ship on Talos, I can't move. Can I?
Why not?
Because I've activated Kerbal.
You one card equals 1 activation for 1 sector. With 3 cards, 4 cards, you can activate 4 sectors, basically.
Right, gotcha. So, so we'll use 1 to move.
Are you using Tony's? You have to say that before you start moving.
I have to, if I want to use it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's
Yeah.
use it anyway in case. So, thank you.
Okay. You got
So that's
four.
4. So 1.
1. And you can move that fighter as the same action. If
Oh,
you
yeah. Right, so we do that. Move that 5 cards. That's the only thing I can't see what's on the
You
blooming
can
card.
move it to another a different sector if you'd like. It doesn't have to be that
Yeah.
sector.
It doesn't have to go with it.
It could go there. Yep,
Yep,
if you
that's
want.
all.
And then we're
That's
gonna
fine.
and then we're gonna activate this and move these 2. 1.
Okay, so that's 2 actions used so far.
2.
You have 2 more.
Oh, can I move into here? Oh, not the whole tile, you fool!
Yeah, you could, Ralph. Yep, you can.
Oh.
So that's 3. If you want to take the fighter, which you probably should. And you have 1 action left.
He could flip a tile if he wanted, right?
No, this is just moving.
This is
Oh,
move,
okay, that's right. That's right. That's right.
We're in the recesses of space.
Well, I might as well move that there, I think.
Okay.
Give him a bit more. Oh, that's not
All right, for the first time, we're going to resolve the 3rd step, the battle step.
Trust me, eh?
So,
Yeah, did you see that? Nerd says he should trust you unless you're playing each other.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah. Let me just rewind up to 2 cards. Bop.
all right, time to teach combat.
Let's
So,
get rid of them.
if at the end of the your action step, you have any sectors where you have ships that belong to you and another player together, you're going to battle. As Mike mentioned, if you don't have any war icons, then you're just going to take the top card of the deck and you're going to play it face down. So, Tony, this is your card. I'm just grabbing it for you.
Okay.
So this is down here. But now, I'm going to, because you have no choice, Tony, I'm leaving this face down so we don't get to see what it is.
Okay.
But I'm going to walk Ruff through his options because he has
I've got a war token on Kerbal,
Right.
haven't I? So,
Right, so you're going to draw 2 cards, which I'm going to flip face up for you down here.
okay.
And we're going to talk through the choices. Now, reading from left to right, what these icons are with the numbers is the number of hits that you're dealing, the number of shields you have to block hits, and then the final number is the command. Before we get into actually resolving this, the next thing you have to understand is this really important concept in the game called fleet strength. Your fleet strength is going to be equal to 0 per fighter, 1 per cruiser, 2 per dreadnought, and 1 per colony that you have present in that battle. So right now, looking at where this battle's happening, Tony has 1 fighter, so his fleet strength is 0, and Ruff has a cruiser and a fighter. The cruiser's worth 1, so your fleet strength is 1.
Right.
You're going to add your fleet strength to each number on your played card.
And I'm picking 2 because there's 2 ships.
No, you're picking between 2 because you have that extra war icon.
So I'll get
You're
1
gonna
plus
choose
1 for that. Right.
You're going to choose only 1 card to play, but these are you have this many options. So the way the combat's going to resolve after you commit to a card, both of you are going to add your fleet strength to the numbers on your revealed card. The number of hits that you are dealing go towards your opponent. They're going to take the shields on their card, the second number, and subtract that from the number of hits they have coming. For each hit that makes it through, you have to sacrifice a ship. That's the point of fighters, is that you can sacrifice fighters for nothing because they screen your larger ships. Then, after both of you have sacrificed all ships for all hits that made it through, you're going to count your fleet strength again for your surviving ships and add it to that third number, which is the command. If you have the higher command value, with ties going to the defender, you keep the hex, and the other player has to retreat. They cannot retreat into hostile hexes. So if they don't have a valid retreat path, they lose all their ships. That's combat.
That's awkward. That's awkward, isn't it?
So going through there,
yeah.
What your choices are here is, if you want to prioritize killing his ships, play the high 5. If you want to prioritize staying in this hex, play the higher command. But then in both cases, your shield value is going to be 3 because you're adding your fleet strength for that cruiser to all these numbers. So no matter what, you can't have a higher shield than 3. So it's just more about whether you want to make sure you kill his fighter or if you want to try to stay in that hex.
Benefits of staying in that hex is
you're still there for the next turn if you want to try to, explore there, or if you want to move into Plosha next.
Or just get rid of his ships and move back and explore that one.
Yeah.
Or just keep going, take his home world, and win the game.
There is that.
There is that.
There is that.
For the record, it's pretty tough to destroy a home world with a cruiser. But
Yeah, I haven't got enough power there. I like the idea of the 5 to destroy ships. Let's use that one. One.
So this is discarded. Now we flip Tony's card, and we'll actually run the combat.
Ooh!
So you have 6 hits going at him. He has a shield of 4. So 2 hits make it through. His fighter is lost. He has 2 hits going towards you. You have 3 shields, so you nullify all hits, and you don't take any damage. You then have, and this is what's hilarious here, you have 2 as your command. He also has 2 as his command. So that fighter fought to the last, and you have to retreat from that sector.
Get out. Get out.
Praise. Let's honor the dead. Let's honor them.
And that was our first combat. That's it. And now you drop. Now that was before the draw step. So now you'll drop back to your hand size, Ruff.
Yeah.
Oh, you already did. You already did. So you're fine. And then we move on to Jester's turn.
Okay. So, I would like to colonize. Anybody need a build card for colonize?
No.
Anyone?
What did you want, Jester?
A colonize card for a build card?
Oh, sure. Why not? I'm gonna have to.
pull off a few things. So here's a colonized card. I'll put that
All right.
card off your hand for you.
All right, we're going to be colonizing.
Oh wow!
Oh, crikey!
So that's 6 colonized
I
points. 6 colonized points.
Yeah, because he's
Let's
got
try.
I
one.
want to make
one
sure I
that-
get a few. I want to make sure I get a few colonies here.
So what do you want to do first?
I want to start ranked. How do I do the little ping thing?
Tab.
Tab.
Yep.
Right there.
Okay. So you're gonna have top deck, and you only need 1 because you haven't colonized anything yet.
So I just draw an action card.
Yep, and reveal it. That's a miss. So keep going. That's also a miss.
Oh,
Down to 4. Draw again. There you go.
Okay, so that was my first success, right?
So you have 3 left. Already. Okay.
Oh, you already got. Oh, sorry.
So.
Are you doing it or not? What are you
how many do
doing?
you want?
All right. So which one do you want to do
Um,
next?
You have 3 left. So now you need 2 successes.
So you're only going to make 1 of these happen.
Let's go for this one.
Okay. Go ahead and flip them, and hopefully you have better luck than the last round.
This deck. I mean, this deck is almost as bad as Mike's decks. Almost.
No,
One.
he's got it. Another one.
You're good.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. And then draw back, which I think you emptied your hand.
I did.
Okay. All right, Drum. What are the Hoomies doing?
We're gonna mobilize as well.
Oh,
Okay. Are you gonna use Tony's mobilize?
Sure, why not? Let's just.
Okay, so you have 5 to play with.
So first one, I'll mobilize this sector, and I'll go like that. I'll mobilize Toth for 2.
Yep.
And then I'll mobilize here.
Yep.
And I will go. I'll go here.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. So draw back, and Jerome, you're now the Chancellor.
Oops. All right, I need to get 3 cards. There's only 2 action cards left. I'll draw the last 2.
Oh, not action card, Senate card. Oh yeah, that's right. You have
Yeah.
draw.
All right, we're gonna flip.
Yep.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
I don't like this. He's too familiar with the ways and means of the TTS.
Well, that's what happens when we've been playing Frosthaven for the last 3 years.
Oh, all right.
All right, so
Gloomhaven.
I get where's the Senate cards?
Up
Right
here,
above the-
right above the action deck.
Oh, got it. Oh wow. Okay. Interesting.
I don't know if we mentioned this, but you guys can pre-order this on the P500 on the GMT website.
I put the link in the chat for everybody
Yeah.
too, so just in case.
The day it went on P500, I clicked that little button, I'm afraid. Even though we were said at the end of the year show,
Okay.
we were going to try and tone down our purchases.
Well, I'm going to discard this one. Sam, could you explain what it means?
Yeah, that means that the card that has all the rules for your Civ is blank for the whole round. You lose your strength, you lose your weakness.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, great. All right, so I think I did all right on that.
Yeah, that would hurt you more than anybody.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to then pass this to Tony.
Oh, okay. God, everybody's picking on me to be the chancellor. What's up with that?
Yeah,
No,
because
that's-
nobody has an idea what the cards mean.
Well,
See, that's good. That could be
I think
good
based
for
on the
you.
cards, I think you're the guy who needs this right now. So you
Yeah,
can make
you
a
need help. You're
Yeah.
You're getting beat up. So you got a little partner to your right, Tony. You'll help her.
For now,
Till he's not.
Let's go ahead. We're gonna. Oh, that
oh,
doesn't work.
I didn't see them anyway.
Nobody can use mobilize this turn.
That's actually, I guess that does help you. Yeah.
That's
No moving.
It's either that or skip the battle turn, and if they can't move, they can't battle. So,
Very true.
Very true. All right,
Long-
it's your
long
turn,
as you
Tony.
don't come with me.
so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then I have 4. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I've got a cruiser coming, and a fighter.
All right, now it's starting to crank up.
Just for the record, though, Jerome, if you really wanted to help Tony, you could have passed the civ cards are blank, because then Tony would have lost his weakness and he would have been able to colonize right away.
Okay. No, I got you. Yep. Well, I wasn't sure if it was on our card or was it based on the
Gotcha.
the tiles. That's why I was like, okay.
thing is though, you don't want to help them too much, do you? Because it might come back and stab you in the old backside.
All right, Rob, it's your
Right.
turn.
Right. So I have to explore before I can colonize. Is that right? At this.
Yep.
Well, that's. So that's. What's that? That's the Dubry. So I've got 3. Is that right?
Yep. You could
With
always
this
ask for
home world.
Yeah, with the homeworld. Yep.
So I'm getting it slowly. So, and I've got to colonize the ones with the ships on. Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll colonize this one.
Actually,
Wanna ask
no,
me-
it's not true.
Okay.
Because of your research ability,
Oh
you
crikey!
get to
What am I-
research further away or explore further away, so you can
Oh,
actually
when you
explore this one
force me to-
also.
So have I got a satellite-y thing?
Yep.
Oh yes, gotcha.
You want to ask for trades? You have more opportunity.
No, because I need these.
All right, which one are you doing first?
Let's do this one here.
Okay.
Oh, gold! What's that?
That's just empty space. It's nothing.
That's all right then. So we'll try. We'll try this one.
Yep.
Next to Jester, because I know what he's going to do. Oh!
That's nothing. It's a wormhole that connects to nothing so far.
So that's okay, is it?
It's not the worst thing ever. It's not a planet. But if you push, you might jump into a supernova or something.
Do I want to do that? No. Can I do this one then?
Yes.
Yes. Because of your special research ability.
Because I can move away +1, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, that's amazing. So that's
Oh,
a
boy.
star.
right.
So what that does is it gives a build icon to each adjacent planet.
Oh, come on. Really? I get 2 crap places that are going to destroy stuff, and Ruff gets
So
a
these
I'm the
three,
sun
right?
card.
Hold on.
Two,
It's all,
that-
I can't understand. What's going on?
So this adds this icon to every planet next to it. So Kerbal and Talos both have 2 build icons now.
Each.
Each.
Yeah. It's almost like the sun will never set on the British Empire or something like
I
that.
think so.
Oh,
God
nice
bless
one,
Queen.
Jerome. Nice
Yep.
one.
Yeah. God bless Queen Victoria.
I'm going to answer a couple questions in chat real quick. Jake, the hope is that we have the intention to offer some premium play mats as a separate P500 that'll really expedite setup, and play a lot smoother. But yeah,
Sam.
it's not as bad as you might think it is. I've played
Sam, me and Matt's, you just going to cost me more money.
Yep.
Well, then I'm glad. I love the mats. And yes, Doug, the game can be played solo. There's a bot for solo, but it's also the bot can be inserted into any player count, so you can artificially pad player count if you want. All right. Anyway.
Well, Daniel, P500 is cheaper now. Apparently, I don't know if it's that much cheaper, but it is cheaper now.
It always is.
Ruff, are you done with your turn, sir?
No. I just want to ask. I can't combine to make it 4, can I?
Combine what?
The build. Do I have to use 2 for each planet?
You can't build. You just explored. You can't do anything else.
I thought I got some extra stuff from this planet.
No, that's modified adjacent planets.
But you're not building.
Oh, I see. I'm not building. Oh, right.
When you build, you'll get bonuses from your planets now.
I guess you. I'm getting there in the end. I'm getting there. Right, so that's it then.
You're going to be able to build like crazy.
All right. I would like a build, Tony.
Whoa. Is that what you're looking for? Just builds? Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're using my
build.
build. Okay.
He's got one right here for you to use.
I'm going to need every build you can give me.
That's all I got, bud. That's all I got.
Anyone else want to give me a build?
Oh, boy. And what do you have to offer?
What would you like?
I don't know. You have any explorers?
I'll give you 2 explore for 2 build.
Can't do that. I can give you a build for a explorer since they have to be 1 and 1.
That's fine. That's fine. I will take Tony's build as well.
Doug, yes, there is a bot to play with this.
Tony, I'm taking your build
Yep.
as well.
So you get to draw a card.
Yep, I've been doing that, Mike. I'm not forgetting anymore.
So you got 4 build.
So I have 4 build, which is going to give me 1 fighter and 1 dreadnought, or one of these. What is this, cruiser?
Yeah, cruiser. So you could do a cruiser and a fighter, or 4 fighters.
Yep, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this fighter back in the homeworld just in case Ruff does something stupid. Actually, you know what? He can't get there because I've got a picket wall.
Yeah. Leroy Jenkins.
All the way around.
Yeah, you could go all the way around, but I don't think he would do something that stupid. But
Nah, Ruff would go right. Try to go right through.
I'll leave it there for now. That's fine. All right.
Never underestimate stupidity.
Thanks,
That's
Mike.
all. I'm done.
Great.
I'm done.
Okay.
God. I'm getting the worst draws ever.
All right, I'll
Me
do.
too. I mean, I'm not.
I've got 2 explorers. I get nothing
You
extra.
wanna- Do you want to try to trade for more?
I don't know if anyone's willing to give me an explorer for a colonist. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll
Sure.
do that.
Ruff got it before me. Okay.
No, go on if you want to do it.
No, you're up, Ruff. Nope, you got it out before me.
That's not how it works. He can trade with whoever he wants.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, right. Okay, I'll put that.
don't trade with the guy who's winning the thing and make him more
Yeah.
powerful.
Tony, I'll trade with you.
Oh,
Okay.
you rock back.
Sorry,
Mike.
Ruff.
That's all
There
right.
you go.
That's all right.
All right,
Don't be helping the guy that's ahead.
all right. So I've got 3. So the first one I'll do is I'm going to explore this one here. Oh, that doesn't look too good.
Uh-oh.
Well, that don't look good at all, does it?
Not
That's
really.
supernova, so you would
this
just
part
lose
of
that
this
ship.
part of the map is bad.
That's
You guys are in
supernova.
a bad part of the universe, man.
Okay.
That fighter's dead.
Oh, is that what happens?
Yep.
Okay, great. He goes away.
I mean, you could push if you want, but it's only a fighter, and that's kind of a defensive wall there.
Right. All right, so I'll leave that there.
It also hampers you from going to help him if you want to.
I'm
So
going
that
to
way-
search out here.
Oh,
That's great.
All right,
Oh,
And-
thank you.
and I'm gonna search right here.
Ooh, that's a green stars. That adds movement to every adjacent planet.
Nice. All right, so that's my 3.
All right.
And that's the 4th monolith.
Yeah.
So I get 3 cards.
All right, Tony, you are Chancellor.
All right, 3 cards. I guess I gotta do this with that. 3 cards. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're gonna get rid of this one, and then I'm gonna give Jerome. I'm gonna give you these cards. Did I get Jerome in the right spot? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yep. Interesting. All right, we are going to keep this one. Make sure that that was the one I wanted. Yep. All right.
Nope, no more icons.
No icons for combat this round.
Just chaos.
Nope. No more icons.
And then it's your turn, Tony.
I'm gonna mobilize and mobilize. I'm going to activate this sector first. We're gonna go here and here and here and here. And that's 1. And then let's go 1 more. We're going to take these guys, this sector, and we're going to set up something right there.
I see what you're up to.
No, you don't. You're bloody clueless, bro.
I am clueless, yes. I fumble my way through these things.
Ruff accidentally wins stuff. I know he's that guy that accidentally wins stuff.
I don't have a clue how I did it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me.
Oh,
I
sorry.
need to put this away, and then I need to. Let's go ahead and put a colonize out.
All right, Ruff, what are you going to do?
I have to have ships on a planet to colonize it, yeah?
That is correct.
Oh, well, I can't do any bloody thing.
Gotta find some planets. You don't have any planets around you to colonize.
Sorry?
So you need to
What was
find
that,
some
Mike?
planets. You need to find some planets.
Well, I can't do anything except bloody colonize.
Trade
can
and
only-
remember.
Anybody want
Behind is a wild.
anybody want a colonize for mobilize or for no for next? Yeah, let's have a mobilize. No,
Can't help you.
What are you looking for, Ruffo?
Jerome would take up on that.
What are
He
you
wants
looking
to
for?
mobilize. He's going to move his ship somewhere. The question is, where's he going to move them?
I got to mobilize if you want to give me a colonize.
Well,
Is that what you're looking for? Mobilize?
yeah. I've got a couple. So, Jerome, do you want to do yours as well? Did you say
No, you're looking for a
mobilize?
mobilize. I can give you one. And what are you giving me in return?
Colonize. You got a couple of nice. You got that nice little planet there, Toth, that needs colonizing.
Yeah, it's got. I got to move something there to colonize it though. But I got you.
And Tony, you want to do that as well?
Actually, I do not. Actually, so sorry.
I'll remember. Don't you
That's
worry.
all right. That's okay.
I'll remember.
That's
I'll
all right.
Our tongue. So I can put down a couple of these, and that is, whoa, really crappy hand. So that means I can move. Where are we? Means 2, isn't it? 2. That's all I've got, isn't it? 2
sectors.
You can activate a tile twice. 2 different tiles.
You got 3 mobilized points.
3 mobilized points, right? Okay. So I'm going to activate this one here because it's of no use them being there, and I'm going to move that back there. And that's 1, isn't it?
Now that is not, that's not a planet. That's a star.
Oh, I can't move on it then. Can't
No, you
colonize.
can. You just can't colonize it.
You just can't colonize them.
Well, I'll leave that there then. And I just realised that I didn't need to do that. I've got nothing in my hand. I can't colonise. I can't explore. I can't.
Well, you can move to get yourself in an exploration place, and then next turn, hopefully you get some explore cards.
Ruff, I'm just going to share with you. You have so much build advantage right now because of that
Yeah.
star. If you play 3 of a kind as a build action, you're going to have 5 build points.
And yes, I'd love to do that, but I can't.
So then trade somebody for anything to get to 3 of a kind.
Nobody wants colonise. That's all I got.
Oh, all you guys colonize them over.
Yeah. I could move to here, but then that will open the way for Ratbag there to. No, I'm just going to have to waste that and hopefully get something else. Yes?
I mean, in the very rare occasion, I can't see your hand, but in the very rare occasion you have literally nothing, you can pass your turn to discard as many cards as you wish from hand and refill.
Right, I shall do that and discard the lot of them.
Yeah, you had an Explorer to trade.
Yeah, but nobody wanted colonize.
Yeah, but did anybody want to explore?
Well, I mean, you could have moved to here or here, and then next turn you just explore and start exploring.
Do I want to do that?
It's more productive than passing your turn.
Okay, let's do that. Let's move 1 there. Oh, flip.
You don't have to move both of them there. You can move 1 if you want.
And we'll move that one there.
Okay.
Right, so I've got to put these back, haven't I?
Yep.
All right.
Sorry about that, chaps. Sorry about that, but I've done it.
Draw back.
Uh,
Go ahead, Jester.
Jester, your turn.
Oh, crikey. Right, okay. What do you want, Jester?
Here's, I mean, you're leaving your cruiser there all by himself. Like, you got no protection for your cruiser. So I'm just saying, Ruff, these guys telling you to do this is probably a bad move for you. Because I've got 4 ships that I could just move right in there.
Yeah, I know.
And you would have no protection at all.
I'm gonna go ahead and say to y'all, because I want to give people an impression of the pacing of the game. 2 of you are within 2 turns of winning right now. If you noticed how you could win.
You just need 10 pieces on the board, right?
That's one of them, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they have to be in at least 10 different sectors.
Okay, gotcha.
What, 10 ships?
It doesn't have to be ships; it could be colonies.
All right, I won't spend 2 colonize. Tony, I'll use your colonize as well.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and colonize this planet again here.
So now you need 3 successes. So you have 3 that you're using. So you need a hit on all 3.
Doesn't he have
Those are
4?
long odds.
Doesn't he have 4?
No, he has 3 colonies right now.
Maybe he has
So
4.
are you saying I should have more?
Why would he have 4? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, he has way more. Jeez, I'm sleeping. I'm asleep with the switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 5. Never mind. You're good. Hopefully.
I have. Oh, you mean chances?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But of course not. What the hell? This deck is
1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. You're good.
all right.
So for those who are forgetting about what individual civilizations do, Jester is now really freaking scary. That's 2 research levels with 4 colonies that are right next to each other. So he's very, very.
So my defenses are 4 times my whatever my attack value is.
You get to treat the colonies, which I said are 1 fleet strength, as though they are in because you have 2 research levels. You get to treat them as in they're 3 hexes away from themselves. So you already have coverage on half the galaxy.
That's what I'm saying, Ruff. You're moving that cruiser out there all by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I don't know if you want to listen to these guys anymore, Ruff.
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm not. I'm just listen to you. I'm just going to listen to
If
you.
I wasn't a nice guy, I would be like,
I know,
"Oh, that's
I know.
such easy picking."
All right, I'm up.
Oh
And
boy.
I'm just going to explore. I'm going to explore this one right here, and
That's
take
the
it
yellow
for what it is.
pulsar, which is going to whiff because you have nothing build related next to it, but that pulls build icons away from adjacent planets.
What does it give you?
Nothing. It's a negative.
Oh.
It takes build icons away from adjacent planets.
Oh,
Okay, Ruff, you are the Chancellor, so draw the last 3 cards of the Senate deck.
So 3. Let's okay. Oh, we just we don't need to flip that one. We just discard it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want just to get any bloody ideas. And, yeah. So, who are going to give these to? I don't want to give them to anyone.
Okay.
I'll give them to Tony because I think he needs the help. Yeah,
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
it is nice, isn't it?
Why are you not doing this?
Again, straight away playing this. Next time, I will play it differently.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw
Yeah,
a card.
you learn as you go.
Ooh. Okay. Yep. We're gonna do that. Players cannot build this turn.
Oof. Okay,
Suits me.
that is your turn, Tony.
No. Now, yeah. No. So it's my turn. So I am going to freaking colonize. Finally, going to get a colony. I'm the last
do you
one
want
to get a colony out there.
Tony, do you need some colonized cards?
I do not. I do not. So we got 1. I know I can only count 2, I can only colonize in one spot. So, you know what? Let's throw a third one out there just in case I get some bad luck.
All right, so
Yeah.
you got 4.
Yeah, make it.
So you got 5 points to spend.
We'll see what happens.
If you whiff and you want to end the stream, I'll understand.
Yeah.
I will flip the table. Okay, good. Good. That was it. So that's got it. So that's good. Okay. I will literally show how to flip the table on tabletop.
Just disable that.
All right, Rev. Oh, actually, no. Tony's got to put his offer.
I got to draw it first too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Ruff. Here you go.
No, I don't. Thanks.
Oh, hold on. That's not the one I wanted. Never. Hold
Starts
on.
to get a bit nasty now.
There we go.
Okay, Rough.
Thing is, I want to see Tony's not well, in my opinion, isn't much of a threat on my flank there. Oh, just up the top with these blooming cruisers on that. I might want to move all
Those
my...
cruisers are the least of your concern.
So let's get exploring then. They'd have to be colonized to go for the 10.
No. The 10 is just placement. You just need to be in 10 different sectors.
Anybody got any explore?
I just put one out.
Yeah, apart from that.
What do you got, Ruff? What do you got?
Well, I've got mobilize and colonize.
Oh, give me a colonize. Thank you.
So we'll pop that out.
You're going to use mine then?
Yeah, use yours. So that's how many's that?
4.
4. We'll flip this one here. Ooh,
Nice.
nice. We'll flip this one here. Ooh. Ooh.
That
And
is
we'll-
two more monoliths.
2 away from
Yep.
triggering it in game.
Yep.
And we'll
two
flip
away
this one.
from getting the monolith victory.
That's not you.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Here, I'll fix it.
Yeah, put a spare one out there.
Yeah, sorry about that. Me getting excited. So that's it, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And
Okay.
two more.
Right there. So you got your solid.
Oh, let's see. What did you give us, Tony? An explorer?
Yep. I don't know if it does any
Um,
good though.
I'm gonna do one. Let's see. How many icons do I need? Jeez, too many. 4. Anybody have a mobilize they want to trade for an explorer?
Not
No.
I.
No, no.
No, really. Okay, fine. I see.
I've got nothing left to explore.
There's quite a bit of mobilize there.
All right, I'm going to activate this one here and move this guy. Oop, this. Oh, come on. Give me my hand back. This guy here.
Yep.
Activate this one. Move this guy here. activate this one. Move that guy there. Oh, wait. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Undo that. I'm going to activate this sector. Do this guy here. That's 3 mobiles, right?
Yep, you have 4.
I have 4?
Yeah, this one down here counts.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
So you have one.
So in that case, for 4, when I move that guy out here for 3, I'm going to move both of them out there for 3, and then for 4, I'm going to move this guy here.
Yeah.
All right, you're good.
I'm done. Yes, thanks.
All right. I'm going to colonize. I've got 2 for the 2 cards. I've got the 1 here, so it's 3. I'm gonna colonize here. So I think I need. I need to get 3 or 2.
It's the number you currently have, so 2 on 3.
2. Gotcha. All right, so I got 3 cards. 1.
2.
Got
There
it.
you go. Sweet. Oh.
All right, Jester hitting our Chancellor.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, which means we got to reshuffle the Senate. Face down, perfect. Good.
Right, and I can just is it how do I draw 3 cards?
Let's hit 3 and click.
I'll just hit the 3 button. Let's do that. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, look at that. All right.
That's cool, isn't it? That's cool.
Let's just say. We're gonna get rid of this one. And I give these to oops. I give these to
Me?
yeah, Submaster, yeah.
Yep. I'm not sure about this one card. Sam, can you look at this card and explain to me what it means? This one?
Yeah, it just means it's blank. It just there's no special.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Okay.
I'll use that one.
No law.
Yep.
And then go ahead, Tony.
Oh my god, it came back out. Unbelievable.
The Boneyard.
It did.
That's all, that was rough. That was what Ruff had. He put it back in the pile and shuffled it and came back out.
And I'm glad it went to somebody very deserving.
Boneyard is you increase your war icons by 1 if you're on defense there or in an adjacent sector.
Oh, that should have been over by me. That would have been awesome.
There you go. Tony can't hear you if you're talking. If you're talking, Tony, we can't hear you.
Tony, you're muted.
Oh, dang it. I blow my news, and that's what it is. I ended up, I got the extra one. Yeah, you guys saw what I did. It's legal.
Yep.
It's legal.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to discard this one.
That was almost the best thing ever.
Oh,
Tony got to
stop it.
play and we didn't have to listen to him. That was the
Yeah.
best thing.
I thought I'd gone deaf.
Oh man, that hurts. Okay. Anybody want a build card? Okay, go ahead. You're good. We're good.
My go.
Yep, your go.
I've just realised that I can jump, can't I?
Did you read the chat?
Yes.
No, he didn't read the chat. He just thought of it.
Now the problem is, I have to be on a monolith to jump to another monolith, don't I?
Well, look,
Correct.
Rob.
You're surrounded by models.
Yeah. Hello.
So,
And speaking of that, there's 9 on the board now.
There are.
I can.
7.
Yeah.
Now, has anybody got any mobilized?
I only count 7, Mike.
I got a whole lot of them.
He ain't gonna use them.
It would be a benefit to you if you would give them to me for some colonize.
And how?
You guys crack me up. That is so funny.
Yeah. Sorry.
Crap.
Ruff,
So
I was going to bring it up, but depending on whose turn it was when I brought it up, it was going to skew the game.
So I can move this one over here with an explore card, with a mobilize card.
You can move it
No.
to there.
Move it there.
If you have 3 of the same card, Ruff, remember that counts as 1 card.
What?
If you have 3 of the same, if you have a 3 of a kind, it's a wild. You can use it for whatever.
Oh, right. So I can put 3 down and the explore, or just the 3.
It's just the 3. You're only ever playing cards of 1 suit.
Yep.
So I only need 1 explore to move to top.
No, you need a
You
mobile.
need to mobilize.
Sorry, a mobilize. I need 1 mobilize to move to top.
Yeah, so you can.
1 mobilize. Yeah.
Yep. So 3. Oh yeah, 1 mobilize is all you need. Yep. And then just move it over.
God damn it! I forgot that I could do that. Right. I better. Who's got the? We better make sure there's no builds this turn. Next turn.
You do have 2 mobilize points for the record. You have a mobilize on Shiku.
Well, there you go.
Where's that one? Oh, right. So I can move another one from here to there. Yep.
That's
No,
short.
not the whole thing, Ruff. Get out of it.
You could also move Toth into my homeworld, right?
Yeah, then it's. I mean, either way, he's a chance. I would have tried to get the other cruiser out there also,
Where is the other cruiser?
right next to it.
Ruff,
I can't
move
move.
this into his homeworld, Ruff, and you win.
Well, no, he has to win the combat, and that's
Well,
one
I
I
have
of
to win the
the eyes
combat,
of the defender.
but I can't move that. Can I move? I can't move that cruiser, can I?
No, you can't get it there. If you want to go for the Hail Mary, move the cruiser into Gaia from Toth. The odds are against you, but you have a chance of winning the whole thing.
Come on, Leroy. Come on. You can do it.
I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Gonna have to do it.
All right.
Bang!
Okay. We're going to run a combat. So it's 1-1. Both of you
Sorry,
are going to
Sally.
get 2 cards. You both have one war icon. So both of you are going to draw 2 cards and choose the one to play. Because I didn't actually, I forgot to mention when I was talking about combat, if a side has to retreat, you can't retreat a colony. So that's the way that a colony is removed, is if they would have to retreat it. So both of you basically want the highest of this number, the third one, because that's going to decide who gets the hex.
So we pick two action cards, yeah?
You're drawn 2. You're picking which one you're going to play. In your case, Ruff, you want the highest you can of the third number, then the second number. Jerome, you only care about the third number.
You don't want to show him, Ruff. You don't want to show him.
Yeah, don't show.
Oh, sorry.
You don't want to show your opponent those numbers.
Put them in your hand, Ruff.
Oh, right.
Shift option.
I can flip them now and they're in my hand, yeah?
Yes.
They
Right.
pick between the two of them, face down, discard the other one.
So I need the highest...
You want the
third-
highest third number, followed by the second number, if possible.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, come on. It's on the... I can't... That's better. Right, let's flip that. And play that. That's the one
Are
I
those
don't...
the picks? See
No,
'em.
that's the one I want.
Oh,
Flip it.
what's this other one?
That's
That's
mine.
me.
Okay, yeah, these are the picks. So let's see them. Flip the other one.
Rough.
Flip it, rough.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's game. So that's going to be, let's walk through it. So both you have a fleet strength of 1. So you're adding 1 to all your numbers. We can skip your damage, Rough, because colonies don't take hits. So that's irrelevant.
Right.
Jerome, you are sending 3 hits towards Rough. He has 4 shields, so he blocks all of them. Then we're adding that your survivors, which is 1 for both of you, to the flag. 5 to 3. The attacker wins. The home colony is removed. That's conquest victory.
Woohoo!
See, I like to give this demeanour that I don't have a bloody clue what I'm doing. And people fall into that sort of, you know, oh, Ruffy doesn't know what he's doing. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, but if you just pay attention to the comments, you do fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Jester, you were also very close to winning. Both
Yeah, I
of you
think
could have
it-
gone for the win a couple of turns ago.
yeah, I think it was between us two, wasn't it? Really.
I mean, Tony messed himself over because he forgot about his weakness for his first few turns.
Yeah, and I forgot about my moving with thingies. You know, with
Wow, that would have been a great planet to get right off the bat for me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Well, good game, guys.
thanks, Nerdy. Yeah, yeah.
All right, gonna bring it all back, guys. So let me get back. So if you want to get your cameras back up, stuff like that.
Oh, crikey.
Who's throwing their camera now?
Yeah, what was that?
Their camera, their mic, all that stuff. Yeah.
Woo!
Wow, I will definitely say that was a blast. That
I'm
was
glad.
so much fun.
Hmm.
Um,
Obviously, I think you can see just from that play, all of you, I believe, were basic. You can see how just swapping out the different civs you're playing as would result in a radically different game.
Yeah.
There's also just the randomness of the galaxy, and once you're playing through it, especially in person, it is very, very quick. There was actually one of my favorite moments of recent memory was we played this in San Diego for Historicon, and I needed an extra person to play, and this guy on the other side of the hall looked like he was idle. So I ran over and I told him, because it was a 4-player game, and he said, I said, do you want to jump into my 4X game? He says, I don't know, maybe. I think we're going to lunch in an hour and 15. I said, that's plenty of time. And I pulled him over there, and we got through that 4-player game with the teach in like 55 minutes.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah,
Wolf
yeah,
Dog said my advice after playing in San Diego, I'm assuming, watch your rivals. The victory conditions can sneak up on you, is what he was
Yeah,
saying.
people I think in the beginning, because the game has it's slow to start and then it snowballs as you get more icons. People have this thought that's like, oh no, maybe it's not as fast as I think it is. It's like, no, it is. Once it all of a sudden that end game is like, oh, 3 people are at check.
I know.
Yeah.
I was watching the thing, and you're like, "Oh, Ruff can win next turn." And I'm like, "What? What?" I'm like trying to figure it out,
Yeah.
and I'm like going, "What the hell? How can he win next turn? He's got 3. I mean, like maybe 4 turns."
Because
And then
that's
when I
my-
read your thing, I was like, "Oh, I
That's
did
my
not." see
advice. Make sure you know what your Civ can do. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Turns out reading is fundamental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no need for that just because I won. All right. There's cheeky.
I know there's Sam. There's a lot of random map generation with this game. Is there going to be any like set scenarios that you're going to have like a the universe already pre-planned out?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I could if there was a desire for it, but it doesn't really. Ultimately, the way the players play is going to have such a bigger impact on what the galaxy looks like than what the deck is. Because if people are just like, so for me, the way I play, I blind jump all the time. Like, I very rarely spend more than one explore point on a single sector. I do, for the sake of efficiency, I'll put a bunch of fighters out, and I'll just blanket explore everything. And so when you do that, there's a lot of chaos that turns up in the galaxy, right? That's going to result in a much different game than it will depending on if there's a couple more stars in the deck. Like, it's just it's just the impact is much more in what the players do. And then I've had so many games where I teach and no one blind jumps the entire game. Like, everyone's so afraid of what could be on the other side of that card, they won't do it unless they have at least one more resource point to spend. So,
well, I don't know. Me and Jerome were on the bad side of the universe in this case because we kept pulling up crap.
You were. Tony, you missing your weakness messed you over pretty bad because that initial flip of Plosha was fantastic for you. And if you were able to colonize that early, that would have snowballed pretty well.
I am gobsmacked that I've won. Brilliant. I am.
It was preordained. We did that.
Yeah, no.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Master.
I mean,
so it's
to be fair, Ruff, if you didn't win, Jester had a highway straight through the middle.
I know.
That's
why I'm so glad. Because I like to flick across and see what the chat's doing, and I thought, hello, that looks important. So
yeah.
And then I thought, no, goals, yes.
Yeah, keeping a reminder of what your Civ does is definitely something. And I think one of the things is that I think tabletop simulators, you kind of don't have the card. It's in front of you, but it's not in front of you. And I think that might help remind you of what you're actually doing sometimes.
Do you have to stop if you enter someone's Civ or just an enemy ship?
Oh, that's a good question.
Huh?
So if you go into one that has a colony on it, into a sector, do you have to stop, or is it just if there's a ship?
Only ships and movement.
Okay.
Yeah. I could have 1, 2, 3, 4 move. I could have been right into rough space there.
That's when I saw him jump away from that with only one ship, I was looking, going, "This is the game." Because if he misses, Jester's just going to come kill him.
Yeah. I don't know.
Thanks, Doug.
I was being nice, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I was not trying to like screw anyone over. I was just trying to continue the game for a little while.
Again, we're just finding our feet with the game. I know it's a once it gets going, it gets going. But the next time you play it, you're going to be aware of these things. You're going to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, but to Sam's point, I think everybody can pick a different faction that has different, strengths and weaknesses that truly make. You're going to have to play a game a whole lot to really get a grasp.
Because if you're familiar with it and you picked your home world and it had that little icon, I thought, oh yes, that might be an idea. If I picked the one I had, if I picked that Civ, and as soon as you picked your home world, I could have gone, oh yeah, we're going to go for that. But
this was also, I want to call out, the only conqueror that was in the game was the crew, who are really good at fighting defensively. So this was a comparatively peaceful game. Nobody picked anybody aggressive to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping somebody would attack me because I had all that defense. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Nobody would.
I loved how you described Jester's civilization as the turtle civilization. I thought that was apropos of you to call it that. And now after looking at it and after watching him play, I'm like, yep, that's the defensive. That's the
you don't want to fight. You will lose if you fight them. Then the only way to really play them aggressively, which is the way I always play them because I obviously stress test everything, is to push an enemy space and colonize right in their face. And then those cannons you can use to roll up the rest of their territory.
So Sam,
Yeah, he had enough research that those cannons could have reached the home world with a couple more colonizations.
It was already close, yeah.
Yeah. So Sam, what would a 5-player, 6, 7, and 8? You mentioned in the future maybe the second module to go from 5 to 8 players.
Yeah.
How does it change the board, the map? I mean, do you add another row of 5 for every player? Type
So
thing,
they're very specific configurations, so it's hard to describe without a visual. But the 5-player is basically a star configuration. The 6-player mimics what you've seen in many other 4X games like Twilight Imperium. It's a pretty standard 6-player setup. 7 is weird. 7 is like a stick figure with a hole in it. And then the 8-player is a ring, and the 8-player is a blast. Actually, it's one of my favorite setups because the ring makes it where you're only really worried at first by the player on your left and your right.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But there's so many wormholes in that deck that you're just going to have these surprises of, oh crap, now we're next to each other. Oh crap, now they're next to each other, and then it just goes all crazy. But
it's huge, right? The 8-player takes up like 2 tables.
Yeah, the 8-player you're playing at.
Blimey, right?
But again, the claim to fame of the game, you're playing at 8-player, you're getting that game in under 2 hours.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's a con game right there. That's
it's a great con game.
Such a shame it won't be out by May when I go to my con over here in merry old England, but maybe the year after.
Yeah,
if you guys enjoyed this, we can always set up another session and play some more.
I would like to. Now that I've played it once, it's things I'd definitely like
Let's
to set
get
up.
nerdy in next time. I wanna beat on him for a little while.
We'll leave his civilization in flames.
Well, you can.
We've got to go. I've got to go, guys. We got to cut off. Leave him. His civilization's just floundering.
Yeah.
The other thing that would be cool doing, we can break open some of the slightly more complicated ones and see some real. So like, I'm just going to draw one or a couple to talk about that I love. One is the Ionian Collective, so they're your Borg, and so their whole thing is that every time they lose ships, they put them on their card, and they can use their ships that they've lost as a wild action point. So they just recycle their crap. So they actually want to lose their stuff in combat so they can reprioritize. The craziest one, which is my favorite in the game, is the Smugglers. They're experts, so they radically alter the game. And so what they do is that as everyone's exploring, you're finding resources, and they go around and pick them up and deliver them as cargo to everybody. And so they can actually fly through enemy ships. They're one of the few that can do it. And if you let them deliver cargo, both of you get to draw a bunch of cards. So you want to do that. So I'm gonna be friendly with the Smugglers so that I'm able to get a bunch of cards. But every time they deliver a cargo, the icon of that cargo is permanently theirs. Like it's a colony they can't lose. And so eventually they spiral out of control and they just have insane efficiency. But I love playing them because it's when you're playing with diplomats at that level, you hit a point where no one wants to do business with you anymore because you're too far ahead. But then if you're the only one not doing business with them, you're falling behind. So you have this catch-22 that I just love.
Well, I want to thank you guys, and I definitely do want to do another session, so we'll get through it, which is pretty cool because I think, like you said, you could tell once we started playing, it got a lot quicker, a lot faster on that. So it's definitely one of those things that I want to do when we get a chance to, because I really think it will be fun. We've understand the rules, so we can kind of jump into it a little bit faster on that. So Sam, Mike, I want to thank you for allowing us to bastardize your game for a little while.
No problem.
And then Jerome, Jester, and Ruff, great playing with you guys. It was fun.
Good to meet you, Jerome. And guys, thanks for that. That was brilliant fun.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Lock and load.
All right. There you go. Hey, we got 2 root beers up here. All right.
Hey, look at that.
Hey.
He's all right. I tell you. Look at that.
All right.
Nothing
With
wrong
that,
with a root beer.
I want to thank everybody that's come out and go GMT. Check out the link and pre-order it. And if you have any questions, comments, please put them in. I can get them forwarded to Mike. Yes, Jerome.
It's Sam on Sam's YouTube page. He has a great tutorial on how to play the game too. That I
Okay,
watched
cool.
this morning.
Unfortunately,
That was
I found
really,
that
really good.
10 minutes before we were due on, so it didn't do me any bloody help.
It's a great video.
Yeah, I'm gonna
so
watch it,
go
yeah.
out and look for it.
Thank
And
you.
one more thing, poor old Tony, give that like button a smash. That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Hey, I'm living live. Ohio State won the national championship, so OH, you know.
Hi-oh. That's
There
all
you go.
doing. All right.
All right. We'll see everybody later next time. Thanks, everybody, and
Yes, thanks,
have a great night.
Thanks a lot.